enjoyed it very much. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak about health and wellness, my absolute passion. I love that. And I love helping my community get better.
Because when the community is happy and in the right mental state, we can all thrive and flourish and keep our dollars in our neighborhood.
This is Sherry B. Williams, host of Community Conversations, connecting and uniting neighborhood voices. Today, we are so excited to bring to you a Black business owner in Southwest Atlanta. It is Align Wellness, owned by Dr. Darnita Henry. And Dr. Henry has actually been in Southwest Atlanta, here on Ben Hill Road, for 17 years. She is one of the many jewels, hidden jewels, here in Southwest Atlanta. And that is why Community Conversations is designed to connect you to these Black-owned businesses so that we can support them, so we can thrive, they can thrive, and we can keep our dollar in our community for much longer. We don't have to drive to other parts of town, but we need to know what businesses are here and here to help us thrive. So Dr. Henry, welcome to our second episode of Community Conversations.
Thank you, Sherry, and thank you for having me.
I am so excited because you are a chiropractor. Is that correct?
Yes.
So I want you to tell us a little bit about yourself and how did you decide to become a chiropractor?
So that's a pretty interesting story. So I say that I am a holistic chiropractor and functional medicine doctor, which is a little bit of a distinction from just being a chiropractor. A lot of people think about chiropractic as just neck and back pain, but it is really a more holistic form of healthcare. And the way that I chose to become a chiropractor, it's a little bit funny because I shadowed a couple of doctors here in Southwest Atlanta, right here. So originally when I was graduating from Spelman, I was into dentistry. I had done a pre-dental program for 3 or 4 years in college. I went to Chapel Hill and did a medical program that was designed for UNC Chapel Hill, the MED program that was focused on dentistry at the time. So then I shadowed Dr. Lott when I came back, and I also shadowed Dr. Dennis Smith because I was interested in pediatrics, which will lead us down into Dr. Mom Baby. But yeah, so I shadowed both of them, and I also shadowed a family medicine doctor. But then I also had a friend who's in chiropractic school, so I asked her, could I come to school with her one day? And I just wanted to check out what it was because I had been to a chiropractor with my mom before, and I wanted to know more about it. And when I learned about the philosophy of chiropractic, that the power that made the body heals the body, and that the body can heal itself if it's given the right conditions, I didn't know why anybody would want to do anything else. And I thought that was very important in this neighborhood, especially because we don't have a lot of people that are talking about health and wellness from the inside out and from above down.
That part.
That part.
Which is so important.
Yes.
To our overall well-being. So you jumped into telling us about how you became a chiropractor. I think that is so interesting.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about you and where you're from and your family. And
So I'm actually from Southwest Atlanta.
Okay.
I lived near Greenbrier Mall for mostly all of my life.
Wow.
Yes, and went to schools in Southwest Atlanta and eventually went to North Atlanta High School, then went to Spelman.
In the M&M program.
Actually, by the time I got there was no M&M program anymore. It was the magnet program by then.
Okay.
So, yeah, I had to do the magnet program. Spent 4 years there and then ended up going to Spelman because I wanted to stay home. I wanted to stay close, and then went to Life University after that to become a chiropractor.
Very good. And while you were at Spelman, did you happen to pledge?
Not at Spelman. Spelman is its own sorority, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
But I want you to give a shout out to your sorority, though,
yes,
because
but
I think that's important.
yes, but I did join Alpha Kappa Alpha Incorporated
Very
sorority.
good. So
Yes.
shout out to the
Grad
AKAs
chapter.
out there
Yes.
in Southwest Atlanta and beyond. Yes, one of your sisters you need to patronize here in Southwest Atlanta. So all roads lead to 2290 Ben Hill Road in Southwest Atlanta. And for those of you that are wondering, Ben Hill Road, well, Ben Hill Road is off Campbellton Road. And Campbellton, I always say Atlanta is the only town that I know, my hometown, that has one street that has 15 names. So when you're driving down Campbellton Road, when you turn south on Childress, the name of Childress changes to Ben Hill Road. So you're actually on, I call it Childress,
Yes.
between Campbellton and Headland Drive, which leads you right into Greenbrier Mall.
Yes.
So she's about a mile and a half from Greenbrier Mall, Align Wellness. And I believe that more people need to consider, as part of their health and wellness, visiting a chiropractor. I had a terrible, terrible sciatic nerve, and I just was not willing to take all of this harsh medicine, Oxy and some of the others, because even after I took it, it still did not really relieve the sharp pains that would come. And my pain got so bad on my right side that if I laid down in bed to go to sleep, it would take me 20 or 30 minutes to get up, because every time I turned to try to get up, that nerve would just give me that horrible shooting pain. And so I said, wait a minute, let me do some research and talk to my doctor. And I said, what are my options other than strong pain medicine? They said, well, you can go to physical therapy, you can go to, and I said, okay, let me find a black physical therapist or chiropractor on the South Side. And lo and behold, I said, where is Ben Hill Road? Okay, I'm from Atlanta and didn't know when
Yes.
Children's Drive crossed Campbellton Road, it became Ben Hill Road. And I looked it up on the website, contacted Dr. Henry, and it took 9 months, 9 to 10 months. I couldn't even sleep in my bed because I had to sleep in a chair. Because as I said, when I laid down, as I tried to get up, that pain was just so incredible. I couldn't stand it. So I had to sleep in a one of those ergonomic chairs that takes the pressure off your back, and it was quite an experience. But from the time I got here, 9 or 10 months later, I was no longer walking with a cane. I didn't have to use a walker, and I didn't have any pain. And she had some supplements that she recommended, but I did not have to take or think about or have to worry about getting hooked on some harsh pain medicine, because the pain was excruciating. When you are in excruciating pain, you just cannot think. And typically when I thought about chiropractors until about 15 years ago, when I lived out west in Phoenix, where they used a lot of alternative medicine, I thought that all chiropractors just, beat you on your back. And, it was like, I didn't know any better. So now I am just sold on chiropractic medicine. And I think there are 4 or 5 different types of chiropractors. And how did you decide which one of those? And how have you taken the practice of your chiropractic medicine into your specialty, where people call you Dr. Mom Baby?
So for me, a lot of my working in this office and being Dr. Mom Baby just comes from inside of me. Okay. So I don't recommend anything to you that I have not already done or I do not already practice. Okay. So if I tell you to take a supplement, I've already taken the supplement. I've already tried it.
Okay.
If I tell you to do an exercise, I've already done the exercise. I've already incorporated it into my lifestyle.
Okay.
So I really practice. It's a heart-centered practice. And when you come in, it's not a one step fits all approach. So what may work for you, I may not recommend that for someone else.
Right.
I'm going to listen to them individually, and we're going to work on mind, body, and spirit, because healing is a circle. It is not linear. So, yeah, so that's going to be, yes. And so as I learn more about myself and my healing, I feel like I'm able to offer more to others as well, and just opening up that space for their healing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so how does mother feel when she's pregnant have to do with the overall mental and well-being of the baby?
So it has a lot to do with it, because they are sharing a whole system. The baby cannot grow on its own, for 9 months. That's why it's inside of the mom. It's because mom is nourishing it, but mom is also sharing hormones with that baby. So if mom is worried or anxiety filled, and that means she has a high cortisol level, she's going to push that to the baby. So when we see babies sometimes that are very upset, very colicky, those types of things, well, if mom was upset, that kind of makes sense, that you're not going to have a very calm baby if mom has been upset for the last time. It's lived in an anxiety-filled environment.
Wow.
Yeah.
So calm, getting rid of some stressful people in your life.
Yes. And
Wow.
and coming to a chiropractor, because your nervous system controls and coordinates all the other systems of your body. And so when we find that balance in your parasympathetic, which is your rest and digest, and your sympathetic nervous systems, which is flight or flight. And unfortunately, a lot of us live in fight or flight. We are always busy. We're always moving.
Yes.
We're always doing something. We're not resting.
Right.
And so if you have a mom that is having to go, she's in fight or flight mode. So now her baby is also in fight or flight mode.
Wow. So there are fussy babies.
Yes.
And there are calm babies.
Yes.
And all of this really has a big impact during the pregnancy. So in other words, get all those stressful drama
Yes.
queens and kings out of your life when you are expecting.
When you're expecting, because you want your baby to have a baseline of relaxation, correct?
Yes.
So that they live a life that is calm. Like I said, if we don't get ourselves in balance, and we keep making people that are out of balance, and then making more people that are out of balance, and making more people that are out of balance, how can we expect to live peacefully?
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear that? This is powerful. So that's why your practice is called Align
Yes.
Wellness.
Yes.
Because we got to align everything.
Align everything.
Almost like align with the stars.
Yes, you have to align your life, align your heart, align your nutrition, your mind. Put your whole life in alignment.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is powerful. So right here in Southwest Atlanta at 2290 Ben Hill Road,
Yes.
Dr. Darnita Henry, a Spelmanite
Yes.
and chiropractic doctor, is here to help you with your mental health and overall well-being. Most of us need some calm and peace in our lives. And I see our awesome producer shaking her head, Chantel. Chantel is awesome, and she is the reason why we were able to produce this broadcast. So we're going to give a shout out to Chantel, DJ Miss Eclectic. So without her, we wouldn't be here.
Exactly.
And Dr. Henry, it is so exciting to be able to tell your story right here, one of the jewels of Southwest Atlanta, Align Wellness. Can you tell our viewers how they can find you on social media?
Yes. So I am on Instagram as Dr. Darnita Mom Baby, and on Facebook is Darnita Henry, and my website is drmombaby.com.
So I'm sure there were some people multitasking.
Yes.
So I would like for you to say that one more time.
Okay, so Instagram is Dr. Darnita Mom Baby. Facebook is Darnita Henry or Align Wellness Center. And then the website is www.drmombaby.com.
So now you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Darnita Henry of Align Wellness invites you to check out chiropractic services that she offers and how they can help you in your life. Consider some things that you've never considered before, because we're living in some times that we've never lived in before, and our health and well-being is important. This is Community Conversations, uniting and connecting neighborhood voices. I'm Sherry B. Williams. You can find me on all social media platforms at Sherry for Atlanta. That's Sherry for Atlanta. I am Sherry B for our community. And people call me when they want to get things done. And also, that is one of the reasons why I want to continue to connect neighborhood voices. And that's why I am a candidate for Atlanta City Council, District 11. Southwest Atlanta, pride in the South Side. And it has been a pleasure highlighting one of the most important Black-owned businesses in Southwest Atlanta. Thank you for joining us.